Hello, I'm Garima. The question is, according to the author, removal of pain. The solution. Now let's read all the options first of all. First is always painful. Second is always pleasurable. Third can be painful or pleasurable depending on the person. Fourth, in the same as positive pain. Now you might get confused with option third and fourth. Now let's read the passage first of all. The very first line of the passage says, but shall we therefore say that the removal of pain or its diminution is always simply painful. Now students, always remember when we start a sentence with the but, that means that it has got a negative meaning, or possibly when the author wants to give an opposite idea. Now further, it is written, by no means what I advance is no more than this, first that there are pleasures and pains of positive and independent nature. Now option 3 would have been correct if this part would have been not there, because it is written depending on the person. On the contrary, there in the passage it is given independent. Now this makes fourth as the correct option. So our answer is option number 4. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I'm Garima. The question is, the author describes pleasure as. The solution. Now after reading all the options, you will realize that option 2, 4 and 5 are irrelevant. Now you might get confused with option 1 and 3. Now for this, first of all we'll refer to the passage. Now here it is written in the third line that first that there are pleasures and pain of positive and independent nature, and secondly that the feeling which results from ceasing of pain does not bear sufficient resemblance to positive pleasure. Now here option 1 says that good and bad pleasure. Now nothing of this sort is mentioned in the paragraph. Option 3, positive and negative pleasure. Now though the word negative is not present there, but when they say it's not positive, then third can be interpreted as the best answer. Hence, option third is our answer. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I'm Garima. The question is, the passage speaks of delight as. The solution. Let us read all the options first of all. Option 1, describing something in relation to something else. Now instead of answering our solution, this option is giving rise to another two questions by putting up the word something. So this option is incorrect. Coming on to the option 3, describing something independent of something else. The use of the word independent makes the option incorrect. Coming on to the option 4, describe a type of pleasure. This is true. That exists independent to other things. Again, the word independent makes the option incorrect. Option 5, the same as pleasure, since it is the removal of pain. This makes the option incorrect. Coming on to the last option, describing a type of pleasure that exists in relation to something. Let's refer to the passage first of all. Here it is written, whenever I have occasion to speak of this species of relative pleasure, I call it delight. Now this is true in the context of the passage. So our answer is option number 2. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I'm Garima. The question is, privation as in the passage is used in the sense of. The solution. Now, first of all, we'll refer to the passage. Now here, it is mentioned that it is most certain that every species of satisfaction or pleasure, how different soever in its manner of affecting, is of a positive nature in mind of him who feels it. The affection is undoubtedly positive, but the cause may be, as in the case, it certainly is sort of privation. Now, when they say manner of affecting and mind of him who feels, it seems they are talking about some personal experience. Now, in the context of the passage, only option first suits our requirements. Hence, our answer is option number first. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I am Garima. The question is the author, the solution. Now let's read all the options to find out the correct answer. Coming on to the second, distinguishes between delight and pain. The use of pain is incorrect. Option 3, distinguishes between pain and pleasure. This is again incorrect. Option 4, distinguishes between ecstasy and delight. This is irrelevant. Fifth, does not seek to distinguish, put forth his points of view on the nature of pain, pleasure and delight. Now you might get confused with this option, but here it is written, does not seek to distinguish, but seeks to put forth. That makes the option incorrect. Coming on to the option first, distinguishes between delight and pleasure. Let's refer to the passage first of all. The last line of the passage says, as I make use of the word delight, so when I speak of the positive pleasure. Now in this context, option 1 is a correct answer. Hence, our answer is option number first. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे.